Well, Auburn has officially fired Bryan Harsin, and we're going to get into it. But before we do, if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel and it helps me grow as a content creator. What can I say? Everybody saw this coming. I'm going to be honest. I thought this would have happened a month ago, but he still was able to coach. And Auburn has officially fired, Bryan Harsin. He even get to 2 years, guys. It's like a year and a half, and a lot of stuff was going on with the program. I've heard people, didn't like him and how he, did things. And of course, in the off season, he had the little scandal going on with the assistant that followed him over from Boise State. So, there's a lot of things going into this, guys. You know, he was just on borrowed time, and like I said, I thought he would have been fired sooner, but Auburn has officially done it, and this is a guy, coming from Boise State, and a guy with no experience in the SEC, and it was kind of head scratching to me when Auburn, decided to go with him, but like I said, he was just on borrowed time, and it was just a matter of time before he got out of there. And I'm gonna look at, I just want to look at his stats. I know it's, it's horrible and everything like that, but I think he compiled a 9-12 record in less than 2 full seasons. So he, he never seemed like he was a fit for the SEC. I mean, doesn't have any, it's important to have, some type of experience in the SEC if you want to be a head coach. You look at guys like Ed Orgeron. This is a guy that was at Ole Miss, had experience in the SEC, so, you got to have that, you got to understand the way we play football in the SEC and the rivalries and stuff like that. Just never felt like a fit, Like I said earlier, some people didn't like him, the way he did things. And one red flag for me was, right before the season started, he started losing assistants right before the season started. I can't think his name right now, but the offensive coordinator left. And then Derek Mason, the DC defensive coordinator, he left right before the season. And he's currently at, if I'm not mistaken, Oklahoma State. So, that was a huge red flag for a guy, just starting and people already jumping ship, stuff like that. And he just didn't fit well with the program. But with all that being said, Auburn is currently, looking for a head coach. And right now, I think they make Carnell Williams as their interim head coach right now, legendary running back at Auburn. And it seems like he's doing a heck of a job as far as the running backs is concerned. But, head coaches, who does Auburn look for? I was looking at some of the, list of people that they're looking at. Now, I've heard rumors that, they're trying to get Deion Sanders. I don't think they'll be able to get Deion. Deion seems like he's happy at Jackson State, and, he's feel like, he can do some great things there. So, it's not saying that they can't get him, but I can't see Auburn getting them. Another head coach that I'm looking at, they're saying, is Lane Kiffin. Could they pull Lane Kiffin away from Ole Miss? I heard a rumor that Lane Kiffin was took a trip to Nebraska. He's from Nebraska. He got his family there and stuff like that. So it might be him visiting Nebraska, maybe potentially leave Ole Miss. And, Auburn might be looking at Lane Kiffin. That would be a heck of a hire. Lane Kiffin can, go to Auburn. Auburn's just a one head coach away from being, where they can compete, on a competitive level. Another person that I'm looking at, they're saying Hugh Freeze. If I'm not mistaken, he just signed another contract with Liberty. I'm looking at it. Yeah, he signed a contract extension that pays him more than $5 million annually. But that's not going to stop Auburn from trying to get him. They can poach him. That'll be a good hire. I don't know if he'll be able to come back though. With Greg Sankey, being, the athletic, commissioner of the SEC. So I'm not sure if Hugh Freeze would want to take that job, but that'll be a good hire. I've seen Mark Stoops from Kentucky. I don't know. Kentucky has gotten better since Mark Stoops has gotten there. They're not having the season that they're having this year. Not having a good season, but another great guy to know how to coach, and he's done more with less, at Kentucky and stuff like that. So definitely a good guy. Auburn would definitely be an upgrade for him, So, but Mark Stewart's another good guy. I've seen Matt Rule from the Carolina Panthers head coach. Maybe they can get him. Uh, I'm not sure if they'll be able to pull him. But that's another guy. I've heard maybe Baylor's head coach. Maybe they can get him. Dave Aranda, a guy that's been in the SEC. Had LSU's defense playing very, very well. Another good candidate. Another person I've seen is Kevin Steele. He was the DC at Auburn. Could probably fit right in, knows the program. Could definitely get them. Probably lead them. Into get better. Stuff like that. But I'm not sure about him being a head coach. But definitely a great defensive-minded coach. So there's a lot of different guys out there. Who will Auburn get? I'm not sure. But whoever they get, they're going to have to compete in the SEC West and just the SEC in general. The SEC is wide open right now with a lot of great coaches, and they're going to be taking on a huge, responsibility. And like I said, it's a great job to have, and you're going against some great coaches, and then you have to go against Alabama, Nick Saban every year. But who do you guys think, Auburn's going to go after, and what do you think about the firing? And you guys let me know in the comment section. And once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.